Welcome to the glorious capital city of Dowell Glen, at least what remains of it. What once used to be the shining symbol of might and prosperity is now in ruins by poverty and disorder. What glooms in the people's faces says it all. Albion has lost hope. In the streets, you see orphans and beggars either running around or just being slouching sick in the wall against the wall, either begging for money or slowly passing away. And some are huddled in kind of this small embers of campfire they have made with whatever they can find with like a house parts, flammable house parts, and they're making them use for warmth. And the guards, while they are present, they are they're not really being effective. You see like a mix of guards and bandits, and it at this point you realize that the guards and bandits are working almost cooperatively, indicating uh, that perhaps the they might have the city hired thugs to do the guard's job, or in the worst case, the bandits have taken over. Maybe some robber barons or local sutlords. Who knows? So, um, you uh, you lot have all heard about the Heroes game and decided to participate in the contest. And by successful acquisition about the untold riches of the dungeon called, as some who ref- as some referring it as the Lion's Den, in order to save the kingdom. Whether survive or not, it'll be up to your it'll be up to your abilities and reliance on your allies your your allies upon each other's strengths. And we are going to start with Jack. Uh, Jack's the half Jin Jinsei. Excuse me. How that
Ganassi.
Genasi. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry. Um, beginning DM matter error. Genasi. And assuming that you're in the city or about to enter the city, what are you? What do you do here? Could you describe your character, please?
It's the strong, silent type.
I think they might be fixing their mic. It looks like it.
Yeah.
I'm already emotional at his backstory.
Uh, Jax,
Hey,
shooting.
hey, Tor, you are muted. Oh, he got rid of the mute status. Still can't hear him though.
Sorry, I muted my microphone by accident.
My cat threw up a little bit of blood. I'll be gone just for a second.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Then we'll switch over to Zach, I would imagine, huh?
Mhm.
For
What
the
are the
meantime.
others?
Zach.
I don't know what you have planned for my introduction.
So should we so Jax, should I give you a minute to consider your introduction and move on to Jack?
Zach.
Yeah. Is that okay?
No.
Okay, he's
Give
muted.
me my introduction.
Okay.
I'm not muted.
So Jack is
Zach.
so sorry.
Uh,
It's I'm a nation. Like I have pronunciation a pronunciation issue. Jack. So
Zach with a
Zach.
Z.
Yeah, Zach.
Yeah.
Zach. I believe you're a paladin, and so you'd be carrying your holy symbol, and you're a man uh, about in your like kind of late 20s, early 30s. Could you
I early 20s. I look like.
right? Could you? I will introduce you, but could you first describe your physical appearance, please?
I certainly can do
I'm sorry for chipping in,
work.
but I am back. Just you can continue, but I am back.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Zach is around 6'1" tall, broad build, individual. He has short, almost pitch black hair,
Mm-hmm.
red eyes that slightly glow. His left eye has a black sclera, and he has a scar across his face that is also discolored blackly. He wears over his armor, and also attached to his armor, a dark red hooded cape or cloak that keeps his left arm hidden while he interacts with people and objects, mostly with his right arm. The armor type is medium, but it is still of plate. And he, especially surrounded with poverty, and with his wide, straight, and imposing posture, doesn't fit into the area, and with the type of armor he has and the colors he's bearing, he's not from Albion.
Right, and you do see him. I mean, the people see him walking out of uh, the uh, the
Also, the ambassador,
right, the embassy.
the
That
embassy,
that part you don't want. That part you're not hiding. I see. Okay. See. So the
doesn't make sense.
right, because you're here on a job. So,
Yeah.
do you also reveal which part, like where from?
I am
Because that's important.
with a
Say-
color. Paladins you see often, but this coloration, this posture, the wildness, the sharpness in his eyes, the eyes of a murderer. This is a paladin of conquest.
Right. But do you reveal who, like, where which faction you are representing, or do you keep that a secret for now?
Which faction I representing? I openly or
Okay, so let's say
I'm
you don't-
openly I'm with the embassy.
Right. Let's say you don't do that right now. Like, so people do see you walk out of like kind of the general international like embassy where like Albions, uh, like kind of like a like a sorry, like I don't know
The
medieval
type of
term.
armor I wear. I'm a sun god.
Right. Yeah. Sorry for the confusion, everybody. And
Okay.
so you would see him walking out of the embassy, if you're there, and it looks like he's also here to sign up for the hero's quest. And other than that,
Yep.
it's all up to Zach how much Zach wishes to reveal.
Yep.
Question: where is the embassy within the city? Is it near the close to the pork chop, or the other two are, or is it near where Alec and I were going towards the guilds?
It'd be in the where guilds are, in the further in the central hub in the city. Yeah.
Gotcha. So it would be more likely for us to pass him than the other group passing him at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jax, how would you like to be introduced? Or do you have an introduction ready?
I do not have an introduction ready. No.
Okay.
Is there any way that
You said you're
they can
Yeah.
say again?
You said you wanted to be fallen out of the sky or something.
Yes, but I didn't know we'd be in a city. Is this city close to the original area from where my character comes from, by chance? Like his home school, or no? Because if it's not in his original city, then yeah, please fall from the sky like a bird.
It's couple, like few dozens of kilometers away, I would say.
Then yeah, falling from the sky sounds like a perfect way to do it.
Okay. So
You want me to do it, or would you?
so let's do that. Well, you want to be like, land exactly where the party is. So let's hand it over to Alice and possibly Alok, sorry, where they are signing up for the contest, and then have you two blend in, and having YouTube notice you. So Alice,
That's fine.
could you take the camera?
So just for reference, we would probably notice Zach, as he would be within the area of looking around for the guilds with me and Alok at the moment, correct? So we would be able to notice him at this time. We don't know the one falling from the sky at the moment, but we would know the one on the ground currently.
Okay, if you are falling from the sky, you would, like, down on the earth, you would see city complex and a really long line of people who are trying to get into the guild quarters. Would you like to do 3-point landing now, or?
I'll let everybody else do their thing first.
Okay.
Sorry, I just wanted a little bit of context so I knew what was happening. So Aelith would look to Alok and look over to the tall man. It's coming from the ambassadors as like around looking on the guilds. She will look and say, "Is that the place where we pick up the heroes games? West?"
Yes, here. Yes, that should be the right place.
Wonderful. Are you a administrator of the quest or a participant?
I am actually a participant. Even if you clearly see I'm not from here. I have no
Neither
reasons.
am I. Oh, I'll give you a quick description for her. I just
Thank
realized
you.
you haven't seen that. Sorry. Gotta help myself a little bit. So she is standing about 6'2", very tall woman with white snow-like hair. Her eyes are about just as white, slightly kind of hazed, but very definitively her pupils are instead like serpentine irises. She has white base regalia with golden snippets. It is definitely definitive by her armor that she is not from this place, but she is definitely an officer of some sort, given the decal. She will say, "Yes, neither am I." She'll look over to Alok and she'll say, "I believe we are missing several participants to enter the dungeon."
Yeah, I was also looking for a group. You are... excuse me. I'm Zack.
Aelith.
And I... shake your hand.
She will take a cloth wrapped around her neck.
Yeah.
She will wrap it around her hand, very firmly, and then she will shake your hand with that cloth on, as she introduces herself.
Very well.
Alec is gonna look at Zach and just kind of raise his eyebrows. Like, yeah.
Oh,
This
and that is
pretty
Alok.
normal. What's up?
Hey, look.
Oh, yeah.
Pleasure to meet you.
As you're laughing, she's just gonna introduce you.
Do I... Alright, so obviously I recognize that he's not from Albion. Oh, should I...
Yeah.
Sorry, so Alec is
I'm
like...
literally the enemy.
Yeah. Oh, literally? So I recognize that.
Yes.
DM, do I recognize that he's
So,
got the enemy colors on?
Are you wearing the sigil of the sun?
This is my holy symbol.
Oh my gosh! So he is wearing the sigil of conquest, which is one of the riders. The rider, the sun rider. He's the leader of all riders. He's wearing the sigil of basically the big bad.
The head honcho.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Aelith had not reacted at all towards that. For clarification, she thinks that she visibly has no a reaction as much as I imagine Alok's about to have. Just for clarification, when she notices that.
So this is him wearing a Schwarzenegger. Am I pronouncing it right? Like for you, Alok? Yeah.
The what?
I think he's trying to say like swastikas. I think is what he's referring to. It's a very bad
gotcha.
connotative symbol, is what he's saying. That is quite normal and respected to Zach's character.
Yeah. So I guess I'll... Oh my gosh, Leo, please. Sorry.
I'm fully aware of that.
The cat's getting up in my business. I'll go to shake his hand, and then it'll kind of dawn on me what's going on here, and I'll stop. And I'll say, the security in the city really has fallen apart.
It does seem so. At least you catch an eye. Keep that head alive. We'll save you.
We still need enough people to enter the dungeon. As she looks back to you, Alok.
I'm just not saying anything. I'm just looking at Zach.
Well, if he was capable enough to get in wearing that, he's capable enough to help with the dungeon.
Well, I'm an official diplomat, so it's quite easy for me to get in.
That may be. It does appear, however, that there really isn't any guards or anything like that to protect you in case, the masses decide to try to get their own revenge. And since that hasn't happened, and you're still standing, I could at least assume you are capable.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yes
one more
to
down
know.
then.
I'm all but no enemy to Albion.
Sorry, what did you say?
I'm all but no enemy to Albion.
You are wearing the enemy's colors. First,
Yes.
golems walk the streets. Now the enemy is in the gate. What is
But
going
this
on?
enemy bears no ill will, Alok. Would you prefer that he does bear ill will?
I just grit my teeth and I look away.
You don't have to like me. It's alright.
Well, as long as we can get through the dungeon and fill our roster with enough to enter, I personally don't mind.
Yeah.
As long as,
Is
Well.
East here?
I think you guys are still at the pork chop, to my
Right,
understanding.
let's-
I imagine we're going to queue back to you in a
Let-
moment.
Let's cue back to
Yeah, I
East.
was gonna say.
So
Yeah,
East,
I don't want to keep you guys waiting.
right, East.
No, you're fine. I was just making sure that I'm not just not interacting. I just want to make sure that
Oh,
I
you're good.
wasn't here.
Is if it's okay with you, like I'm gonna give you a little familiar probe that's kind of following you around because remember what we talked about, you being under surveillance.
You're referring to East?
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, no, I recall. I recall.
like a little drone camera,
Sure.
like a friend. So the little buddy comes and make a robotic kind of the noise and wakes you up.
I don't have a robot sound, but I have this.
Nice.
So East doesn't so much wake up as he does activate again. Before the robot were to wake him up, he was standing in the corner of a room, just staring towards a random direction. But you could see that his eyes were not the vibrant, glowing green they were before, but rather the dull color of dark glass with no light behind it. Upon the chirping of the robot, the light would just come alive with the brief sound of a churning room before before East begins to look around. Who did he go to the pork chop with again?
That would be Dwimold. Dwimold, what are
Yes.
you doing?
Well, I was in the poorhouse. If you want to retcon that, I'm completely fine with that.
Okay, so would you rather be back in the tavern?
Yeah, sure. I'll be fine being in the pork chop, just waiting. Otherwise, the time is gonna get a little bit loopy.
All right. So you're back in the tavern, and you see your friend just uh, booting up.
Oh, finally awake, are you? Are you?
Well,
Oh, go
I have
on.
never slept. Wait, sorry. Sorry, you were saying?
Are you ready to sign up for the games?
I shall be signing up today. A matter of readiness is unnecessary, for I am always ready.
Glad to hear it, pal. We better get going then before it's too late.
Yes, indeed. I believe my roommate may have been showing signs of an increased heart rate due to the fact that I was staring at the wall next to him.
Yes, it appears so. Would I know what that thing is? Follow him, the familiar?
Uh, it looks like some kind of robotic familiar. You can roll me. You can roll me. Oh my gosh! What should I have you roll for tech? This is not magic. This is technology.
History would be a knowledge of
Yeah.
understanding
Or
of things.
history or arcana.
Right.
Of course,
Yeah.
roll for
Magitech.
history.
Alright,
Wouldn't it
Also,
be insight though?
find it.
Wouldn't it be insight?
Insight? I don't think
It
so.
could be.
Yeah,
No,
like
no.
lying and emotions.
If he's trying to detect like what its intention is, or what its like, or what its goal is, the insight would make sense in that case. If you're trying to understand like what the thing is in itself, maybe like understanding of history could work, or it's like a Magitech Arcana.
You're not sure what it is. It's the size of a golf ball, and it's with the speed of a bumblebee, and it's constantly just kind of buzzing around, and its eyes kind of lock onto you, and its aperture, lens, kind of just uh, narrows itself onto you and seems to observe you very carefully.
Oh, sorry
Huh.
for interrupting, Han. If you can check DMs.
Yep.
Huh. So that thing has a heartbeat?
East just turns his head in what might be considered curiosity, but more so it feels like a programmed action. It is not alive. It has no heartbeat.
Okay, I won't question it.
This is called Prototype East Surveillance Termite, otherwise known as PEST.
Cust. Did you make it?
He shakes his head. No, I lack the required knowledge to craft other devices. My creator is the one who created this.
Huh. And your creator, they are?
What do you mean AR?
They are.
Oh, they are. Would I be able to reveal this knowledge, or would there be any reason why it's hidden away? What's classified?
Restricted, classified. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it'll be classified.
Okay. I am not at liberty to reveal it.
Fine. Keep your secrets. We better get going. I don't want an office to close on us before we're able to sign up.
Would I know when the office would close?
No.
Okay.
Alright.
That is a sufficient suggestion. We should get moving.
I love it when you call me sufficient. Alright, let's get out. And that's what I'm doing. I'm walking out.
Tor, are you happy with that suggestion?
Which suggestion?
Towards there?
I just DM'd you the suggestion.
Give me one moment, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, sure. I wouldn't mind.
Okay. East and Dwimold, you see before you a little shadow, like right, like a tiny speck of shadow right in the ground. But strange is that there's nothing cast in the shadow around you, and the shadow start to grow in size, as if.
Yeah, I'm stepping back.
Yep. And you start to hear.
Okay.
Like something splitting the air in two.
Oh, shit, my ears.
I'm sorry, what happened?
So you something is so you see a small speck of shadow being casted in on the ground, and that is getting bigger and bigger, and you start to hear a sound of a sound from above you, like
Oh shit! Do you have two of those things?
I would not recognize this, right?
All of you will like recognize it.
Okay, what? So we're seeing a shadow that is making a high pitched sound and getting bigger?
No, the sound is the sound is coming from the sky.
Oh, from the sky. Um, can I look towards the sky and see what's causing it?
Okay. You you see a humanoid figure with a bluish skin. Jax, would you like to describe your appearance?
Yes, you would see a medium-sized, bluish-skinned person falling from the sky through the clouds, with traditional student garbs and a book in his hand, traditionally used by wizards, and it's currently, and he's not all that big, and you can see that his hair is flowing. Obviously, it's flowing because he's falling, but it doesn't seem like hair. It's more. It's what long hair would look like if it was in the middle of space.
Is this a controlled fall or like a rapid fall?
Yeah, are you like screaming or are you just kind of doing a skydive?
Probably screaming.
Okay. So you see a
Oh,
man falling from the sky, uh, s- screaming for his life, and he looks like he's about to hit the ground, and impact will happen in any moment now. What do you do?
all right. I would like to get my pig. I'm going to just rip off the sack filled with feed and just throw it on the ground where the shadow is falling.
Okay. Uh,
Break the fall, basically.
yep.
Okay, I am going to. So, I'm going to turn up, point a finger towards the falling figure, and. Wait. Yeah, never mind. No, I was gonna cast Cat's Grace, but I don't think you're falling from 20 feet, are you?
Probably not. Probably not. No.
Okay.
I know. This should work.
Yeah, no, I got nothing. So we're gonna have to go with Sharkskin's plan, as East just replies, "No, uh, no, this sound is not from my entourage."
Okay, Jax.
Good.
Jax, do you have anything that will help you survive this fall?
Let me see.
Like feather fall or levitate or
I think because I'm a
Both.
genasi, I should have something similar to that.
Which
Is
genasi are you?
air.
Oh, yeah, no, you should have something, shouldn't you?
Yeah, he has Featherfall.
Yeah, I have Featherfall.
nice. Would you like to cast it right before the impact?
Yes.
Okay, so you see the Genasis body, and some people are they just cover their face expecting a splatter, but you slow down about like 60 feet in the air and just kind of slow motions downward, making a spectacle of a landing.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to clean up whatever you are off me.
Can I start speaking?
Yeah.
Oh, well, seems it happened more than once this time. Thank you
You.
for the bag, and I'm a genasi. Thank you. I'm not an it.
How
Genasi.
fascinating.
Fascinating indeed. I tried. A second ago I was casting shocking grasp, and the next moment I found myself in the sky, falling. So fascinating indeed.
I had always held in my systems that genasis were pieces of the sky brought to life. Thus, one would logically not get killed by falling. Perhaps this should be updated.
Oh, yes, I would have probably died. Probably. I think I fell from um high enough to see the city. A little bit, but I wasn't. I was too busy horsing up my vocal cords in a girly scream to know from how far I was falling.
On
Falling.
con- on the contrary, your voice sounded quite bat-like, not girly at all.
Oh, thank you. I was going for small flying mammal instead of large falling woman.
It is at this
Falling from
point.
the sky.
It is at this point you hear you're all startled by a crackling of thunder and a lightning bolts like are being conjured from the sky, and they start to form letters. Someone is casting Skywrite, and it says, "Jax, you're grounded."
Is that me?
Yeah.
If it's easier to understand, call the character Zald because I didn't know there was a different character called Zax. I mean Zach.
Sorry,
So Zald would probably be better.
Korean tongue. I'm so sorry.
No,
Zal.
no, no, don't be sorry.
No,
It's understandable.
Yeah.
I'll just change the name to Zald just to make it easier.
Okay, thank you.
Also, sorry, Sharksoon, you wanted to say something. I interrupted you a couple times. I'm so sorry. What did you want to
It's
say?
fine. I was going to say to Zol, falling from the sky in my kingdom, got some balls.
I was in fact coming from a different kingdom. It's where am I? Mayhaps, and don't mind the letters in the sky. This happens more times than you'd expect.
Why, you are in what is soon to be my kingdom of Albion.
Albion? I'm in
Yeah.
Albion?
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Zal
Nice.
puts his hands on his cheeks and he just like the screaming face. He just looks around, like to the people around him, and he just looks at the person who just spoke and says, "I am far away from where I'm supposed to be."
Where would that be, stranger?
You know the Wizard City, the one with the very prestigious Wizards College. A few, I suppose, a few kilometers in that direction.
Could I do an
Oh.
Arcana check or like a history check to know what he's talking about?
You don't have to. This is pretty common knowledge. So you're talking
Okay.
Silvertrust Academy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you all know Silvertrust Academy to be the one and only Wizard Academy that is state approved, and only like if only the wizards who have been enlisted within their ranks are allowed to cast magic legally. So they're kind of big deal. And additional, if you'd like to know additional info, then you can roll history check.
Okay. East is just gonna go. I see. Has someone cast a spell on you and teleported you here?
No, No, you know when you cast a spell, and if you somehow do it wrong, something can happen? Yeah,
I
that
see.
happened. I am apparently a very, very bad wizard.
That doesn't quite explain the words in the sky that says you're grounded. At least I
That,
assume that's about you.
yeah, that's me. That's my grandfather. He,
Those words
he,
do not make. Sorry, you were talking. Sorry.
that's my grandfather. He really wants me to become a wizard, but it's really difficult. I think I'm a bit of a ways away, so I guess the only way you could effectively communicate with a real djinn is by skywriting. So, yeah,
East
I
is
bet.
just gonna go. Your grandfather has wrote that in quite poor taste. You are appeared to be grounded, yet a few moments ago you were flying.
Funny thing, he actually said that. He actually wrote that after my feet touched the floor. So technically, he is correct.
I see. Then it would be best for your feet not to leave the ground,
Not at all.
or
No,
you are grounded.
that is true. You do not want to go against the djinn. They Well, he is bad. Not bad. He's difficult at best.
Okay.
Yeah. You, Jin, and your what's it called family relations. Yeah, I think you people have that.
It's more, yeah. We're like me or you, but it's a bit different with the grandfather being the top of the food chain and everybody else at the bottom.
Damn, I can't imagine having a family. That seems like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. I try and get away from them every single day, but they keep finding me.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Dwimble, you are approached by another adventurer
Oh,
that you have never seen before, and she asked you, "Excuse me, where could I find the place to sign up for the Heroes game? Do you know the way?"
hmm. Do I actually know this knowledge?
You would because you know two of
All
your party
right.
members have gone to exactly where they're supposed. You're all
Mm-hmm.
decided to go eventually.
Yep. All right. Yes. You just simply need to sign up at the post office.
Post office. Oh, why, of course. Thank you. And
You're welcome.
she, not having a reason to doubt you, would run off to the post office.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, poor
All right. Now
Lars.
let's go to the embassy and actually sign up.
Deterred by confusion.
All right. You got that state mandated magic, right, Mister Zold? I'm
Yes,
guessing.
yes. You're talking to me. Sorry, I was trying to read my book. Yeah.
Oh wow, you get distracted easily. This will be awesome. All right.
I have. Yeah. What did you want to ask?
Yeah. Are you signing up for the King's game or interested in signing up for the King's game for massive wealth and power?
Sure. Why not? It's going to give me a reason not to go back to that hell of a school.
Very awesome. I love it. Just follow us. We'll get you sorted out.
Thank you. Also, is the floor usually this muddy? Or is it just your pig?
Oh no. Don't worry. She's very well trained. She only poops well, actually I haven't seen her poop yet. Where does she? Maybe it is my pig.
Okay, I guess. He just steps off the feed bag and tries to not step on a puddle.
Alright. Better get that back on. East, can you help me get this back on my pig?
Oh, I
Okay. East is gonna try to help you out.
Alright, we're just gonna strap this on.
Okay.
And it's all good.
So since you are, sorry, I
He
was just
walks.
I was just distracted a little bit myself. So you guys are all heading to the guild quarters and the embassy, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna cut to that place. So assuming that you have entered, so I'm gonna put all the tokens out here. Doo-doo-doo. So you see Alok, and Alice is already there. You might as well be getting your way out of here because you signed up already with Jack. And
Well, we would probably, just for clarification, we'd probably have to wait for the others to show up to put their names so we have enough people. We might be like in the front of the line, I would imagine. But were we
Yeah.
able to sign? Where would to sign up without them? I imagine all of us would have to be there to actively register, since we would still need one more person, which happens to be the man who fell from the sky that they're bringing with them to fill a roster.
Good news, everybody! New teammate!
Yes,
He has
yes, hello.
fallen from the sky, failing a spell.
Don't say that to everybody, please. It's not a good thing.
No, it is not.
Apologies. He has not fallen from the sky.
I have indeed fallen from the sky, but it was in fact a freak accident. I, having not failed the spell. How I got into the sky is a mystery.
Eelith will then say, I imagine after turning around with the tensions between the other two, I would imagine much more from Alok's side of the exchange.
I got probably a lot of bad staring.
Yeah, she would turn around to see the other two coming with Zald and say, "Oh, good, you got the last one. Now we can actually register." She'll look over to you, Zald, and she will say, "Aelith, now, Han, I did DM you a question just for clarification, just so I know if she would
No.
understand who's."
no.
Okay, so it is a different place.
You mean oh.
I just want to make sure I'm not getting countries mixed up.
Oh right. So your place is not notable for its genes, but it is not the only place with genasi. So
Okay.
you can find out later. But it is one of the most prominent places for genasi race to have established their ground, their civilization alongside the humans.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I just wanted to make sure because he mentioned he had the academics on him, so I didn't know if he would recognize my character from where I'm from, or if I would recognize him based on the academics.
Right. You guys. Let's say you guys have higher chance of recognizing each other. Like at least like you guys would
Okay.
see each other in the people from the same continent. That much you would know.
You'd probably
Okay.
know his grandfather.
That's what I was wondering. I didn't know if we were in the same kingdom or not, or something like that, to know. Because I'll add additional detail. Since you would be in the same area, you would note that she is an official of. I'm blanking on the name of said country. I had it a moment ago.
Cadian Sultanate.
Cadian. Okay. You would know that she would be a high-ranking official, given her armor, from Cadian. And she will just kind of look over to you, and she'll say, Aelith. She will wait to see if you extend your hand or not before grabbing the cloth.
He would just look at her in his hand would be a bit retracted. He doesn't really know how to feel about the situation. And he would just put his hand very nervously out and shake yours, and he goes, Zax Zaldrin. Just call me Zald.
I would imagine if you know the region, she would not be shaking the hands of others that she's not family or married to. So that's why like she's like ready to grab the cloth to shake your hand. But since you kind of like hesitate, she then just kind of acknowledges, just nods to you.
Zald, you would be more familiar as to know why she would do this from your cultural background.
So for Zald was raised in a the only part from his the only part that he knows from any of the Genasi parts of his family comes from his grandfather. He was raised in a very human manner.
Right, right. Like for example, Cadian Empire is not like a Genasi kingdom, but it is they
Oh.
do have a lot of Genasi. It is a racially diverse kingdom where Genasi are a part of its populace, and unlike Albion, like you would see no Genasi here. And that's why I suggested before. I think like, would you be from Cadian? Like, would you be possibly from Cadian Sultanate? And I think you said you would think about it, but we never finished that conversation, unfortunately. So we could say you're from there or somewhere else, but you would know why she would act in this way, at least. I think.
I think I was just a bit confused in the real life because I heard cloth and grabbing cloth, and I just was a little bit confused. But now I understand. He is not from Arcadian, no.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. She will then look to the rest and she'll say, "Well, we have enough to register. Should I take to the writing or leave it to Mr. Ambassador over here to do the writing?"
I can do the writing. That should not be a problem.
Wonderful. Get everyone's
And-
name and go forwards, and once we're
So
through
that
with that,
was Alec,
we sorted.
Zolt, Alith. Who are those two? Mr. Dwarf, Mr.
The name is Dwemold, your future king.
Huh. We will see. You're not a Lion's Cup.
Oh, other ones. Could you please tell me their names?
My name is Zach.
Zach.
You are, and I point to the Warforged.
I am EAST, but you may call me East.
East. All right then. All right, sweetheart. We want to sign up.
There's a very like winded, like a young mage who's dressed kind of very in a very like dappish manner. Looks up to you with a mug full of coffee. May I help you? Another contender, huh?
Yes. I'm here as an arbiter, but I participate.
How many of you are there?
We're 6.
6 strong. All right. What should I put your name down? Just give me, just I don't care if you don't have an official name. Just give me something so that I can just put something down for the paperwork. It doesn't really matter. They don't really look at this anyway.
Dwarf sharks.
Door sharks. Okay. Everyone happy? And she's already writing it down.
Suspect.
Hey, let's go. It's fine.
How about
Yeah.
days?
Door.
If we combine the first letter of all of our names, we would have DAAZE. Days.
I'm more fine with that.
My letter is first. I can appreciate that.
As long as it's not sharks.
They,
Also, you guys moved Alec again to the opposite side of her, facing wherever Dwimwald has his mount. She
Right,
also will look to the other one coming in, who's kind of avoid the puddles. Also towards Wimwald, and she will press a digitation, both of them. She removes the cloth a bit from her nose.
Nice.
Hmm.
Okay,
I
so
look
He's
at
just
east.
standing here.
I look at east, and I think, maybe she's not a shark.
So the clerk says, in order for you to, signing up is complete, but in order for you to proceed further down into the dungeon, you would need something called the hero's token. And how that is acquired is, well, you can get that through multiple different ways. You can get that. You can find it within the dungeons, finding it by completing the dungeons, or trade it, find it in the market, uh, asking it, acquiring it from other parties. Uh, Whoever made this dungeon decided that these things are supposed to work as like the keys between each floor. So such is the mechanism. I didn't make the rules, um, so make sure that you get enough of those in order to traverse the floors, and you should. I think without them, I think you should be able to go into the outskirts. With with my recommendation of get your get your preparation done before, because I hate to see you all die. And she said that in a very flat, like, actually, I don't care tone.
So, quest, outskirts, complete, get token to go to the lion's den. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yep, that is correct.
Do we need to
So,
collect something or kill something in the outskirts?
Uh, you are actually given one to start with, but uh, to progress further into the dungeon,
ooh,
I believe
We need more.
yeah, you need more. So here you go. Don't lose it, and she will provide you with one.
excuse me, what are these called again?
They are called the hero's
Heroes.
token.
Skill tokens.
No, hero's token.
Heroes.
Heroes tokens. Sorry, I can't hear you all the way up there.
That's fine. I'm just here to do my job. Is there anything else I could help you with, gentlemen, lady?
No, I
I'm
believe I
fine.
understand the premise.
All right. Well, good luck to you all. And may the golden maid's blessing be upon you. And she goes back to her paperwork.
Before East leaves, he's just gonna turn back and say, "Your your concern about our survival is appreciated. However, I am a warforged. I am not truly alive, able to die. So rest assured and be at ease." And he's just gonna walk off with that.
And we have something in common.
To the
Are
outskirts
you,
days.
are you a warforged as well? I do not
No,
I do not see any motors upon you, or gears.
I'm not a warforged. We will see in battle.
All right. So you
You're both
make your
somewhat in
way.
the same boat.
You make your way to the dungeon, uh, and it is a long way there, but you're able to make it. Um, there is a long line, unfortunately. Would you, uh, Alak, uh, would you? Sorry, not Alak. Jack. Jack, would you like to use your ambassador privilege to cut through the line?
I go through.
And the guards
That is
do.
past.
The guards, some of them make fuss, and guards do stop you. Hey, under whose authority are you cutting the line? You gotta keep the order around here.
I am the order, and I show my privilege, my sign.
They're like, is this real? Why are you here? Are we...
I have my reasons not to be this time. I have my reasons to be this time on your side.
I will stay out of your way. And then they slowly just back away.
All right, we can get through. I say to the others.
She looks to Alok saying, "At least I didn't have to clean up this time."
Dang.
I love abusing authority. I mean, I love shortcuts. Shortcuts.
Alright, so...
My grandfather usually says, if you take shortcuts, you get less cake.
Clearly, you didn't take the right
Except it's a shortcut to the cake. Agreed.
There's cake? Sorry?
Maybe when we get back.
I can make a cake.
Delicious.
When we do a good job and you do a good job, I know a very good baker.
Aelith
You
will
will like
go over
it.
to
Oh, yeah.
Aelith will go over to Duamwalden and say, "I can tell why you like shortcuts. It's a cut that matches your height."
Oh, damn.
Oh, take
Oh.
1 point of fire
To me.
damage.
Learn.
She says that not with like a mocking tone. She says it like completely blank face, as if she's just making a statement towards you. You don't get the feeling that she's intending to offend, but it's just something that she found amusing.
Sir, you have in fact been grilled, as the young people of this generation says.
I do not know why you have cast vicious mockery upon your teammates. Sharkskin, would you like me to cure your wounds?
I'll let it slide. I like him tall.
He will
Onward,
roll her eyes and
days.
walk forwards in response to that comment.
Into the dungeon.
Yeah. What should the lineup be? Never mind, you go.
Let me get back
Oh,
to
Weevil
it, actually.
charges in bravely, leading his
Yeah.
teammate into the depth of the dungeon.
Real quick.
Mhm.
I would like to cast the... Oh, those are cantrips. Here we go. Silent Image. And I would like to make a second of me.
Good, good. Alright. And it follows you around, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Did we take a short rest last session or a long rest?
Long rest, let's say.
Gotcha, okay,
I'll give
okay.
it to you. I'll give it to you, yeah.
Yeah, it's just for spells. Aelith will say, "Oh, right, marching order. Thanks for mentioning it. I'm more suited up front." As she motions to her pike that she's been kind of carrying at a on one of her, leaning on her heel to the side and then on the top of her shoulder.
Second row fighter, I see.
Preferably.
I'm more suited up front where I can actually spot traps and stuff before we trigger them.
That's good. Then you take the lead.
Alright. I will.
Where is everyone else going in line?
I shall be following behind closely. I am not a inherently upfront combatant, however I can become one if needed.
How big is the dungeon in terms of like the size that we're going down? Is it 5? Is it 10? Is it 15? Wide?
The number of floors? What do you mean?
No, like
Where?
space. Like is it wide as in like we could put 2 people in one row, or is it smaller? We can only put 1 row, or you put 3 people in a row.
Interesting enough, like about 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Aelith will then say, so east in the back row. I'll go in the second row. And then Dwimwald is in the first row. Who's accompanying me in the second? Who's going in first? Who's joining east in the back?
I'll be joining East. I'm better in the middle of the party.
Yeah, I don't mind either being the second or in the front row.
I'll say Albion will lead.
I would personally prefer somebody like Zach to accompany me in this dungeon by my side.
Alec will do fine. I'm right behind you.
Fair enough.
Zal, did you say you wanted middle, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then she'll look and say, surely an ambassador like yourself could manage the back line.
I'm more suited for the front.
Yes, if you all take the front, however, East might disappear, dragged away by some monster. You're on the front on that side.
True that. Either way, you can also act on range, but I'd rather have a gun with me.
So, if you have to run forwards and we get into combat, maybe the space will be larger, but I'd like to have some form of marching order before walking in.
You have a gun with you?
Not with me. I didn't find it smart to take one in the dungeon where a bullet can ricochet and hit one of my teammates.
You know that a gun is lethal, right? It can kill someone.
Yes, I know. As does a sword. As does my hands.
As a fireball, which is considerably more dangerous.
As does
Depending
this
on the gun.
pike. And this pike may be used if we don't start moving. So, front is Alok, Dwimwold. I have Zald with me in the middle, east, and Zach taking up the rear, or back front, if you want to call it that.
Okay.
And which one of you will be holding my pig?
You can hold
Leave your pig
yourself.
In the
behind.
front row.
Leave your pig behind. There's like lovely grass over there.
No, I paid way too much for this pig to leave it back.
All right. So you,
Or are we going to be eating it? As a...
pig is
are we going to
Livestock.
eat it?
If you go to party 2, you should see a thing that says boar mount.
Oh, yeah.
If you could grab
actually, it's not the. Okay, I should go under the party.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's where you put it.
There we go. The ball mount. Yep. So, are you riding it then?
Could you drop a second me on the map?
Okay.
Awesome. Alright, are we all ready to go?
I
I'm gonna
do believe
cast
so.
light on my greatsword.
Okay. So, Dwimmold, from your left and right side, you see doors.
Alright. I'm going to signal to the party to move back a space. Back.
Okay,
I'll look back in just a moment. I just had a refresh on my side. I was still seeing with. I realized why the map wasn't moving. I was still stuck on Codium. I had to refresh. I think it pulled it to everyone else. That's why I was looking at the wrong map the entire time. There we go.
I am going to open the door and have my illusion in front of it.
Which one? The left or the right?
Left.
Okay.
I open it, and I'm going to have my illusion
Mhm.
walk in.
Okay. You see
Uh,
crates and shelves.
Alright, this one's safe. And I'm going to go and. Except I can't.
You can.
There we go.
Yeah.
And, any loot in here?
Well, you can certainly roll investigation check to find
Alright.
what's here.
Or, hear me out. Anybody want to check this room for loot?
Sure.
Preferably monster clearing first, but if you want to, go ahead.
Alright, nobody's against me doing it. Oh, Jack is coming.
Yeah. Alright.
You see two dwarves.
Yeah.
I'm just
Aelith
gonna-
will move into the hallway here, just to keeping her pike ready
Yep.
in
I was
case
about to
anything
say the same
decides to
thing.
move forwards. Okay, so
Thank
we'll
you.
move up with that.
What do we have here? I would look around.
Okay. Hey, Alok, I am sorry. Let's say that this hallway is not quite wide enough for you to, do the.
Okay.
Yeah, for the two people to walk through. It's like a one way.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because otherwise
Right,
you're
should
like
I roll
walking
in?
through the wall.
Okay.
Thank you.
Quick investigation or what?
Yeah, investigation. If you're assisting with advantage.
I'll
Does
assist.
someone assist? Then I roll again. 16 it is.
Okay. So you do find some. Let me see. You find one healing potion, and you find two, 6 silvers and 1 day of ration.
Okay.
Hmm.
Someone take
10 minutes.
the change. Found the healing pot.
I'll take the healing potion if you will.
Sure, you look like you need it.
Alright.
At this moment, East is just gonna. Oh, sorry, I forgot to move him. East is gonna pop up. I am also capable of searching eyes. In other words, I have detect magic, so I would be able to help in the event that a magic item is considered.
That sounds great.
Hmm. Alright. Do you
Then
want
I
to
don't
keep
need
the,
to.
Do you want to keep the silver?
Sure.
Alright.
6 silver.
Anyways, I'm going to ask Alok to move behind me, like over here. And he's going to have the illusion open the door.
Okay. As soon as you open the door, a swarm of rats scurry out from this room.
Oh. Hostile rats or just rats?
Just rats.
Then the illusion will move into the room.
Okay.
But, I just want to ask, before we continue, is there any way I can use speak with animals on the rats?
You can, certainly.
I do that. I want to try and persuade them to scout ahead for enemies.
Okay. You cast a spell and mark down your spell slot. And the one of the
At will, it's a cantrip. Speak with animals is a cantrip for me.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, is it? Wait. It's at
It's
will.
net will spell.
Yeah, so I guess, yeah.
Unlimited.
Yeah, I get into a cantrip as unlimited.
Yeah, then, yeah.
Okay.
Can I
so-
roll persuasion to see if I can persuade them?
Yeah, one of the rats stop you, hearing familiar frequency coming from your general direction, and looks like you mighty confused, and kind of tilt his head and say, "You understand?"
Is this the rat talking?
Yeah.
Yes, I do understand. I just remembered something my grandfather told me, and yes, I understand you. I wanted to know if there is a way that you can, like, look in the further catacombs of this area that we're in for any, like, creatures that might be harmful. Any, honestly. I don't want to
But
have
it's
a surprise.
But it's dangerous.
Yes, please.
Okay.
You have your buddies, don't you?
Roll me persuasion check, please.
Is just for clarification, is it like him speaking common but the rat's understanding, or do you have where like he's speaking like a mouse to the to the rat, sorry, rat to the other rat? How do you describe it contextually?
I think he's speaking mouse because
Yeah.
Okay.
animals. So what's the spell you're casting? Speak with animals.
Speak with animals, yes.
Yeah,
And I rolled a 14.
So
She will, Aelith will look as the persuasion's going through, not to cut off, but she'll say, "Are you sure it's understanding?"
I don't know.
Promise cheese. But
I
you
could
can
do
play it.
that. I could do that. If I promise cheese, can I roll again?
they come to you and say down payment, down payment, down payment.
He looks in his pockets for something he might have, and he doesn't really have anything. So he just looks at them and says, "I will give you credit. I will buy you the biggest block of Gouda cheese that you can eat, all for yourself, if you go looking for the any enemies. I will do this for you. I don't want to die. I like being alive."
Okay, make another persuasion check. Treating this as advantage.
With disadvantage.
No, so we're rolling another one, like to treat this at rolling at advantage because you're promising them something.
Okay. So I have to roll again,
Yeah.
and then we choose the higher one.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, yay! 22.
Yep. About like 22 rats. They take off to the multiple different directions, crying, "Kura cheese, Kura cheese! We love Kura cheese!" And they will scatter in every different direction and disappear into the dark hallway.
They're going to die such horrible deaths.
It is quite ironic because cheese is not that healthy for rats.
It might not be healthy, but so is alcohol. It's not healthy to anybody, but everybody likes drinking it.
Depends on the dose.
Depends on the alcohol, mostly. Well, it doesn't depend. Alcohol is bad for you. That's what my grandfather says.
Depends on how foolish you
Depends
are. We
on-
can measure it by that.
Depends
Sorry.
depends on how feeble the human liver is. Or, sorry, not human liver, the mortal liver is. As my creator has once said before. And it's just going to play like a sound recording, not... Would it be okay if I just play like a sound recording and not like his actual voice? Alcohol is the greatest invention ever created by men, soiled by their forsaken livers. Ugh, that is why I'm replaced mine with a robot. And then just the audio cracks out.
Well done indeed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Very good, actually.
All right.
The voice acting isn't annoying, is it? If it is, I'll
no. In
get it
fact,
down.
get a point of inspiration.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
So we're waiting on the rats for clarification.
Yeah, what's on the rats?
So you're all waiting on the rats. Okay.
I
Uh,
believe so, yeah.
yeah. So let's see how many of them survived.
Tiny rat screams and
will
then just
the promise of
Oh
Gouda
no.
cheese give them advantage on their scores?
Well, they
Make them
try.
try extra hard.
Two of them come back
Oh no.
with one of them limping. Like one of them is like helping one
dragging the
who's
other
yeah like boss, we made it. Um, so up there, there is a trap. Up,
A trap? What kind of trap?
I don't know. We can't. We're not. Um. Uh. So the trap is too big for us to know what it is, but I think it's some kind of watch for your steps. Watch where you step.
Zold picks up both of them and he puts them in his high quality coat pockets and he just tells him, I'll give you more cheese if you will be able to tell us where they are when we get to that area, if that's all right.
Okay. Could I really quickly just have so I'm sorry sorry to interrupt, but could I have East walk forward and just hold his hand out towards the rats? I'm going to cast Goodberry,
Mm-hmm.
and how many can I create? Up to 10. I'm gonna create just up to 10 good berries, and wait, no, that's healing. Sorry, I'm gonna create 10 good berries. Oh, it's invalid. How do I add it onto the thing? Give me one moment, please. I need to assign the roles to the I'll figure out later. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Goodberry, and I'm gonna give the rats 3 good berries, and then give everyone else one of the good berries.
All right. The rats gorge themselves in what would be there's for them it would be like watermelons, size blueberry, or I don't know what good berries look like. Uh,
They, they would be created as similar to like blueberries on the vine. Like
right.
from his open hand, you see that one of the wood joints on connecting to his metal arm or metal hand grow out into like a small branch with leaves. From it is dropping down 10 blueberry like fruits, and he picks off 3 and gives one each to the rats
Yep.
before turning around and giving the rest of the group. Use these upon emergencies. They will also provide a full day's meal.
Thank you. It's not cheese, but we'll settle with these. Um, anything else you want to know?
Not really. Do you Zald, as I said before, he just picks them up and puts them in his pockets, like to tell them where the trap was.
Okay.
That's all for Zald.
All right. So, um, Dwimold, uh,
Yes.
you
I'm
do.
going to
Yeah.
I'm going to recast the silent image at this point, probably expired.
Presumably.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see if it works.
Yep. For me, it's also at will. So,
Nice.
Okay, it works. Sorry, we're just checking something.
Nice.
anything else you want to say to me?
Nope. Do you proceed forward?
Yes. Zach, help me help you loot this room.
Sure.
Okay. You see
Uh,
bags of different kind of goods. Some seem to be liquid. Some seem to be solid goods. Uh, this used to be like a food storage. So go ahead and roll me an investigation check to uh, like sort out what's like. Oh, okay.
Natural 20.
Uh, basically, you are able to get, how many of you are there? 6 days of ration of whatever the fuck you want to eat. Like, I don't care if it's like vintage wine or cheese.
Hmm.
Uh,
I take a good all vintage wine then.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, one of them has to be the cheese for the rats before they die.
yeah.
We gotta get the cheese.
If the rats came out of the room, wouldn't they have all eaten the cheese already?
No, because like some of them are very tightly sealed. They weren't able to access them. They couldn't get to this stuff.
But good that these things are quite upfront. Good. When we go out, take a few of these barrels and give it to the people.
Why don't we just sell them?
That would be much more beneficial.
Not for the people, not for the country.
It's selling these barrels would actually introduce more economic growth into the country, benefiting them over the long run.
But the country doesn't have time for the long run.
I'm with Zach.
If they had more of this food, they probably would have more time for the long run.
Being shown giving my people food for free is a very good look for me, so I am with Zach on this.
Yeah. We
How much
need to support Albion as much as we can, so they can so they can pay the reparations.
Also, let's be real, they can't afford food. We'll spend all day just finding a buyer. It's not worth it.
Could I do a quick check on like what an estimate of the population of the city is, or would I not know that?
No, you would know that that much would have been put into your programming. So like this is just think of it as like a King's Landing, and which would be about 3 to 5. It says like 500,000, so 30 to 50,000 people.
In the city?
That's not 500,000. Oh, that's so far off. 500,000 is like 500,000.
Oh, sorry.
So
I can't do math.
So 30 to 50,000. Okay.
Yeah.
A crate of that amount of wine would not be able to help anyone. It would be much more beneficial to convert it to money and give the money to the people if that is your intent to help them. The wine can only help a select few.
That is true. And the cheese, all of these foods are high quality foods. If you give these foods to the kids of the generation of the city, they would get used to this food and start wanting better foods in the long run, making their parents stress more.
Could I inspect the food, like the quality of it?
Yeah, you upon inspection, without you even having roll, it looks like these were this pantry used to be kind of for like for royal dinner service. Like it's like it was for like the royal chefs, but it's no longer in usage.
These ingredients are quite high quality. If we wish to convert them, we should consider trade overseas into pure gold and use the gold for aiding the city if that is your wish.
I'm good with either.
Numerous noblemen would pay high amounts of money for the ingredients based on rarity and the history.
Yeah. Also, I know what we can do with it. I could, and I make air quotation marks, buy them.
Oh.
I mean, a little laundry didn't hurt anyone, right?
So what do you do?
I will later. I make again air quotation marks. Buy them.
Oh, I'm
What's
sorry.
an quotation mark?
Air quotation.
Air
Oh, air
quotation.
quotation.
East, I've got a question. How much do you speculate the value is of these wines? Because they look incredibly old.
Could I do a what would it
Oh,
be?
as much as the embassy can afford.
That will cost like all the way up to like 10 to 20 gold per bottle, and which is a lot.
Yep.
Approximately 10 and up to 20 gold per bottle based on the buyer. If the wine has not gone sour into vinegar, I can also cast pure food and drink upon such if on the following morning if needed.
I wouldn't advise to do that. That turns wine into water.
Wait, really?
Alcohol is a poison.
Ah, gotcha. East is just gonna go, I see. I am unused to the effects of all spells.
No problem.
Alright. Do you mind if I attach this to my pig so we don't have to carry all these barrels?
I mean, we could also take them when we get around here back and get out.
I don't like that. Someone else might come behind us. You've seen that line. They'll just come in and take it. Hell, they'll probably even drink it.
I mean, we could
so-
also wait for them,
Here's
to come,
let me
trigger the
help
traps for us.
Let me help you with one thing, and this is something I forget this every time. I should have said this when you were talking with the clerk. I have given something called bag of charity to the party one, and I will give you the same, reckoning that you got the same one from the clerk from the embassy. Uh, and what it is that is kind of bag of holding that teleports all the donated item to the kingdom treasury, so that that is supposedly is going to help the kingdom's debt to be paid.
Oh, I mean, that
Ooh.
works exactly the same way I wanted to. But yeah, let's do that then.
You can just dump. You
Oh.
can just like find whatever you find. You're not gonna take into the, because for the convenience.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise, you have to just go
I
back
mean-
and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
We have the good berries, so all rations go in except for maybe a bottle of wine or two.
Yes, and could I please ask for like about a quarter of a pound of cheese for my rat friends? I did promise them quite the amount, and I'm a bit too young to be in debt, so I might as well start paying off now.
Honestly, I don't. Would they still even be hungry since the goodberry would sustain them for a whole day?
I mean, rats, i- they will eat anything, even when they're full.
Addiction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Overfilling
Fine
their
with this,
bellies.
minus 2 rations, 4 goes to the kingdom.
Okay, so you
Would,
just dump.
would I even have? Would I even have rations in the first place since I don't need to eat?
No, I don't
It's
think
for
so.
your friends.
Unless you have like you need to be fueled by something like other than like magic. I don't think so. You're fine.
Nah. I'm just gonna say I don't start off with rations because it wouldn't make sense for me to have them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. I need just 30 seconds of
Mhm.
just bathroom break, if that is okay with y'all.
We could just take a 5 minute break, give you time.
Okay.
Sure.
Is that
Yeah.
okay? Yeah.
We're going for 2 hours
Yeah.
now. Sure.
Yeah, probably good.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
So I'll just put a note back at 13. There we go. Alright, I'll be back as well.
Okay.
Is it okay if we roleplay in our characters while we wait?
Sure. I don't mind.
I'll be back in a sec.
So, East, your deal, what are you? Are you a goblin in a mech suit? Are you Are you a army of ants piloting this giant piece of metal? What is your deal? I've never even heard of a creature known as a warforged.
I am a creation of metal powered by magic. I am purely, well, actually, no, wait. I am mainly unbiological. However, I am powered by organic matter. My name is East. Evertree Automaton Sentience Type 1.
So you have wood?
Yes, he's just going to point towards some of the wooden joints that you can see. I have wooden joints connecting my mechanical parts.
So wouldn't you be able to die if you fell into a forest fire?
Everyone would be able to die when they fall in a forest fire.
Yes, but before he said he wouldn't be able to die. So I'm just curious.
I would be destroyed, however, I am not fully alive to be capable of death.
Oh. Oh! I don't understand. How can
I
you be talking here and not be completely alive?
I am a sentience. However, I do not have a life or a spirit of my own in order for it to pass from life to death.
So, would you be able to transfer your consciousness into a different body by mayhaps? A stronger one? Because
Yes,
if you're not
that
alive, you should be able to move.
yes, that would be something I can do. However, not at will. It would require the transportation of my data and information onto another computer base, onto another automaton. This body is not permanent, however, it is all I am able to use within this current moment.
So, if you just take your head and take it off and put it on a different body, wouldn't you be able to like connect to it then?
I am afraid not. It would need a complete download of information. It cannot be done through simple decapitation and resuturing.
You can imagine that somehow like transferring someone's soul into another vessel. Not an easy task, it needs outside help.
But it's possible.
It is
Yes.
possible.
If you transferred into a different body, do you think you would keep your current parts? I believe I'm talking about your spiritual parts. Like me, I usually cast spells, not the best out of the best, but I do cast them. Do you? Would you still be able to do the same, or do you believe that's ingrained into your current body via runes and such?
My spellcasting does not come from the runes. It comes from the tree connecting, it comes from the wood connecting my metal parts. If I am taken to a second body that lacks the same trees, I would not be able to be powered as efficiently, nor would I be able to cast the same magic.
But if
So
it,
you
yeah.
could technically then install the wooden parts, if necessary, to the new vessel.
Yes, that would be possible, although rather difficult, but possible.
Good to know.
What? So you're telling me that what if the following? What if somehow you found other parts? Would you be able to dislodge your arm and attach a different arm, mayhaps one with a giant blade adorned on top of it?
He seems to just consider this for a moment before perking back up. That is currently not in my capabilities, however, potentially one I can develop.
Yes, because if you can do that, you can ask the local artificer near my school to create a hand for you with one that has like multiple things, like a hammer and nail clippers. You could call this a Swiss tool, a Swiss tool.
I am confused. I do not have nails. Why would I require a nail clipper?
You violently clip the nails of your enemies.
Why
Or
would I
benevolently.
groom? Why would I groom my enemies? Would it not be more efficient to dispose of them?
There's a difference
Yes.
between physical harming and mental harming. Physical harming can heal. Mental harming will always stay with them and cause them severe mental trauma.
Yeah.
This contrasts, for if I gouge out an eye, that will not recover unless with strong magic. Similarly, if one would forget their mental pain, they would heal from that mental pain until their memories are restored.
The difference there is if you lose an eye, after a while you get used to not having an eye. But let's say you find yourself in a forest and a displacer beast is hunting you and you barely survive with your life. Your wounds would heal. You would go back to you were before, but your mind will always be racing, always be looking for those dark corners, thinking about the displacer beast hunting you. And
Well,
What is this about? Sorry, I just returned.
We were just role playing a bit, and we were discussing the difference between mental trauma and physical trauma.
Oh, cool. Okay.
The feelings.
I see. I am unable to understand what you are referring to. For if the displacer beast was upon the forest, and I escaped the forest, then there would be no concern, or minimal concern, that the displacer beast has chased me to the city.
that's the thing. Displacer beasts are known to teleport, so you wouldn't really know that it's following you until it's too late.
They are also known to hunt prey within their territories. They are quite territorial. Should I escape one, it would be quite illogical for it to waste so much effort to track me down for a minimal feast. Displacer
That is-
beasts cannot even eat wood.
Have you heard of the term post-traumatic stress disorder? My grandfather talks about it a lot.
Post-traumatic stress disorder. He's just going to look off for a second as he considers this.
I heard about that. The don't piss me off disorder.
Yes, that
Post-traumatic stress disorder, a mental health condition that develops following a traumatic event characterized by intrusive thoughts about the accident, recurrent distress or anxiety, flashbacks, and avoidance of similar situations are common.
exactly. Usually that happens to people. If the reason I brought up the violent nail clipping is if a robot of your stature came to me while I was busy at my school and he looked at me in the eye while he was clipping my nails, I would as well probably soil my bleachers.
Or get off on it.
No, not that at all. I would be terrified and I would never trust anybody near my fingers ever again. Is there something wrong with you? Would you
Met
get
a lot
off
of
on a
people.
robot clipping your nails?
Met a lot of people.
I
But
think
it's not
that's-
unusual to.
Why would you bring it up?
Hmm.
You look like the weirdo.
The dungeon.
I'm sorry.
Shall we, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Definitely some projection.
I
Definitely.
shall keep this mental trauma in mind. It may be quite useful within the future.
If you
Oh,
find
so-
someone that's trying to hurt you, try and scare them without hurting them. Look at them and make the biggest smile you can muster, and just stare at them unblinkingly. Not like that you blink, I believe. But
I
yes,
cannot smile, nor can I blink. My speaker does not have a mouth. However, I can try just staring. And He's going to turn towards Zold, and he's just going to stare at you, just without a sound, without a word, and just stare.
Just like that. Yeah, can we continue with the dungeon I have created? Yeah, please. You're doing a great job. And he just does a nervous thumbs up.
Zold,
gonna
what was it that the rat said?
The rats.
There is a trap nearby. There's a trap nearby. They don't know. They don't know what kind of trap, but they know there's a trap nearby.
Understood.
I believe they said a don't step there trap. Likely a pressure plate.
You talk to rats too? I thought I was the only one.
Oh crap, he's right. Never mind, no clue. There's a trap over here.
Right.
Oh.
Okay.
This
Alright.
trap must be quite sensitive to have picked up the footsteps of something as nimble and small as a rat.
I mean, there was a swarm.
Just so you know, Han, my illusion is walking towards the trap, not me.
Okay.
I mean, the illusion is weird.
He's going to wait by the door, and I'm going to come up, and I'm going to ask whoever has the rats to show me where the trap is.
Zold walks between right next to you, and he asks the rats, "Hey, where's the trap?"
The trap is ahead of you, right ahead of you.
Alright. Do I...
Thank you.
Will I have to, can I perception the trap with advantage because I know it's right there?
I will give you, instead of advantage, I will give you +2 for the rats.
Alright.
Can we look for the pile of rats where they're dead so that we know where the trap is?
Oh, that's
rats,
smart.
The rats might have triggered it, but the thing is that you don't see dead rats.
Okay.
But you see some blood.
Oh,
Traces of
but
blood,
no.
like about here.
Oh, ahead, not to the side here.
Yes.
So you see a door there, Duimo, but that is locked.
Alright.
Oh, no, I'm kidding.
So just for clarification, the rat said the trap was to the north, or is it over
The north.
this side? Okay, it's over to the north. Okay.
Alright, and I'm going to perception now.
Okay.
Dice D. Advanced roller, because +2. Damn.
Yeah, you're not so like definitely the blood is splattered from a certain point, and you see like bloody footsteps walking away from like away towards your direction, away from the trap. You're not sure where exactly. You can't pinpoint its exact location.
I can't find it underneath all this blood. There's so much.
Elith will say, "Does anyone have a sack and some items you don't mind being punctured?"
I have a few sacks.
Perhaps we should let the rats free and to circle around the where they believe the pressure plate may be most near.
I mean, the effective weapon to use to pick.
Didn't the rats the rats pointed in the northern direction, up here, but they never said of a trap being here. So this area should be safe.
Yeah, that area they didn't find any traps. They said.
I would like to disarm this trap ahead of time, before anything.
Fair
So,
point. Fair point. Fair point.
I would like to just have my illusion walk through this area to make sure there isn't just people activating the trap.
Okay, but would your illusion activate one?
I
Doesn't have weight.
believe so.
Can
I can
interact.
put out the spell just in case.
Is it an illusion or an echo from an Echo Knight?
It's an
It is
illusion.
a silent image.
It's an illusion.
Illusion, then yeah, no, I don't think it would activate anything.
It technically doesn't interact with anything.
It's purely visual. I can move it. But like it's just an illusion. I don't believe it has any weight. I'm just making it run through in case like there's a kobold on like a trap switch.
Okay, so your
Just
illusion
wait.
detects a door on each side, like to your left and to your right. And the
Alright.
door on your left looks like it has been sealed by cloth and other soft material.
Cloth and soft material. Alright. Anyways, having walked to the end of the dungeon hallway here, I'm going to stop. And I'm going to take out my 10-foot pole. Because I actually bought one. And I'm gonna start clicking the floor 10 feet away from me, and I'm going to ask everybody to stand behind cover.
Okay.
Yep. Slowly going through each plate 10 feet ahead of me, just tapping the ground.
Okay. Stop right there.
Yep.
As you're so as you're tapping, 10 feet directly 10 feet ahead of you, one of the pressure plates react and go down.
Okay.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
Could you roll me dexterity saving throw, please?
Can I have advantage since I'm 10 feet away from the trap starting?
I will give you.
Is it triggering on the plate, or is it
No,
like the whole hallway?
No, it's not. It's coming from somewhere else. I will give you, because you're anticipating, I will give you +2.
Alright, I'll roll. So, let me see. Really, wisdom and charisma. Alright. In that case, +5. Alright.
Nice, yeah. Right, like, so you're able to duck out of the way, but right above, like, your hairline, you feel something splitting the air in two, and you detect a crossbow bolt just sails across the air, and yeah. What's your boar's AC? I'm sorry.
No.
Shit. It's 11.
Oh no.
It was in the back line.
It unfortunately misses. The boar darts out of the way, instinctually, but it would have been a deadly blow because the size of the bolt is quite large. It's not. It's like almost like a tiny ballista.
Scorpion.
Who left my pig in the front of you?
Is there a sound of recharging?
Yep, like almost like a cogwheels turning at the end of the hallway.
And they say being short is a disadvantage. Look at that.
Can I put the bolt? You said it's quite big and hefty, right?
Yep, it's about like a foot long, and like for you.
Made out of metal?
Yeah, metal. For you is centimeter, like 30 centimeters, and like 5 in diameter.
You can use feet and inches. I can do math with it. I learned it the hard way. I would put it in the chest of preserving. In the chest. It's metal. Can be sold
Okay.
as scrap.
Cool.
Mind to push it a few more times?
All right.
You want to see if you can deplete it.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not against that. Actually, seeing as I now know where the trap is and presumably where the arrow is, can I just use my thieves tool to just
Disable it.
like disable it, but like also just open the lock on wherever the arrows comes out
Okay.
and just like open it up like a vending machine?
Yeah, go ahead. Maybe, yeah, go. You need to approach it. You can't do it from that distance.
Okay, well, I now know exactly where the first pressure plate is. But I'm going to duck low on the ground and just tap this area now in case there's a second pressure
So
plate.
there's 1, 2, 10 foot. No, there's nothing.
I'm going to jump over
Okay.
and I'm going to duck down again and tap this one.
All right. Another bolt fires.
Oh. And then, knowing that is there, I'm just gonna move my guy over here halfway into the wall. Because he's an illusion, he can do that.
Right, and at this point you see that there is a hole, and that where the
illusion.
Very dimly, you can see with the very dim light inside the different mechanisms, like in a tiny like a scorpion ballista inside, with different cogwheels and contraptions.
Okay, I'm going to use the thief's tools to try and disarm it while keeping my head away from the hole that shoots the arrow.
Okay, you would have to stick your hand in. Is that okay?
Sure.
All right. Good luck. Go ahead and roll for thieves too.
Alright, I will. First, let me get to my sheet.
Clunk.
Oh, damn.
All right. I'm gonna say that you do manage to lock it instead of disabling it, but you hear the arrow bolt set loose. So in that split second moment, you feel like you need to get your hand out. This is happening in like half a second. So roll me another deck save.
Sure thing. Back to my sheet. And Dex.
Nice. You are able to.
Both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, you're able to get your hand out of there like a cat would take his paw out from danger. And yeah, the bolt is fired, and the mechanism is for now jammed.
Alright. Can I... So I assume they have to be able to reload this wall somehow. Can I pick the lock on the wall? Or however it would open?
Okay, well, you can try. Go ahead and see if you can, like, try to dislodge the thing.
Alright, sure thing. I'll roll thief tools again.
Oh my gosh, you lucky about. You're able to. Not only you're able to dislodge it, you are you're able to acquire what would be a heavy crossbow if you want to just like use that as like a weapon.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take a heavy crossbow. How much ammunition for it?
20.
20 bolts. Alright, I will add a heavy crossbow and 20 bolts.
Aelith will yell down the hallway. How's it going down there? Still alive?
I'm alive! And there's a lot of bolts.
Safe to cross? Not safe to cross.
We're safe now. But let's go back to that door back there.
Okay. So
Waiting on you.
Alok and Zal, could you make me, because you're on the right side of the right side of that hallway, could you make me a perception check? All right. Zal, you too.
Say again? I was distracted for 1 second. Someone sent me a message. Could you say that again, please?
Perception check, please.
Ah, yes, of course. Okay. On 17.
You hear something behind the door. A scratching sound.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
slow, yet distinctly loud. Like
I call out to it in the speak to animal thingy, and I say, do you want your nails clipped?
there's no response.
I can give you an amazing manicure. My mom loves them.
More rats? Alec asks.
No idea. There's something behind the door, but it doesn't seem to like manicures. I'm gonna try a different route. Do you want cheese?
Dwemold, as you approach that, actually, you wouldn't.
Illusion.
That's your
That's
illusion. So, Zal, with your high perception, you start to smell a whiff of carrion, a rot.
Whoever farted, please come up, because if nobody farted, then something is dying behind that door.
I'm gonna go with the second option.
More undead?
Probably. I mean, if
Seems
it's
to
in
be
a
a
dungeon,
staple.
it's either monstrosity or an undead.
Should we fight it? Up to you guys. Might be guarding something good.
I wanna
Probably.
As you make sound of each approaching, you're a large group, and with carrying different kind of light sources, and the source of the sound, it distances itself away from you, and you hear almost like four-legged animal just kind of make a run like.
Huh.
I want to. I look at the group and I ask them, hello everybody, could I try something just for a second? Because I can hear it running away.
Sure.
Sure. Go ahead.
I Eldritch Blast the door.
With the big thud, the big impact is, the force damage is resounding. Its damage is significant, and the impact even makes the stone walls shake a little. But I mean, this door, this axle of masonry, is way too much of a masterwork for me to cantrip to break through, unless you stay here for a long time and try to blast through it bit by chip by chip.
My goal was not to destroy it. My goal was to intimidate.
Whatever that you're trying to intimidate seems to have already fled.
Oh. I was hoping it was going to be more of a stay away type of scenario.
Yeah, and you think that you got that message across.
I did it, guys. You can go to the door now. Watch out. Could be a little bit hot.
Okay. Are we up for fighting whatever's behind that door to get whatever it's guarding, or...
Open
If
the
it
door.
can breach, if it breaches the
Alright.
door later on, then it could flank us. We get ourselves into another fight.
I hate it when people make good points. Alright. I'm going to have the illusion stand in front of the door, while I lockpick it from the side.
Okay. You notice that this is type of door that is opened from the other side, but you can attempt to again just open it with high DC.
Alright. I will try by just sticking what appears to be a pretty thin metal shard through the door, just to lift up whatever. I'm assuming it's like a plank mechanism?
There are like mechanisms, like you can see, like
Yep.
there are like metal mechanisms that are
Just gonna use the old shimmy technique.
Aelith will stand 10 feet
Ooh.
and ready her pike as a note.
Okay, I'm impressed. That's like natural 19 or something. It's like
Mhm.
a 17. All right. It's giving away. It's giving away. You're almost there. It's like it starts to click. It's getting loose.
Do I need to do a second time?
Nope. But the thing is that it almost looked like it would have been open, but this thing is so old that it's rusted.
Huh. Can I prestidigitate the rust?
I don't see why not. Yeah.
I will prestidigitate the rust.
Do you have well, you would be able to see it, not the whole thing, but you'd be able to see it. So you upon prestidigitating the rust, you're able to open the door. Wow.
Awesome.
You're able to skip a lot of things.
Oh. Okay. Final boss room. All right. It's unlocked. If you wanna maybe get a little closer. Except for you, Sheila. You stay back. I say to my pig.
I'll stay 10 feet away, preferably. There, if you want to open the door and run behind me, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah.
I'm
Can I
gonna.
get through somehow here, somewhere here?
Yep. I'm just going to hide behind this door for time being.
Okay.
And I'm going
Right.
to open it and let my illusion walk through.
Okay. So,
And I prepare a ray of frost just in case.
So
Alright.
So you see a garden in this opening area that with the open ceiling. You see a garden of with the angelic statue and outgrowths of trees, and with the big kind of in the Roman font. It's in this stone carving. It says, "The angel of death shall watch over thee, thy destined path."
Oh, this is some cult shit here. Alright. My illusion is walking in.
Okay.
If nothing else is happening.
As you walk in, since you're a magic user, this altar seems to start to glow in response to your magical potential.
Oh. This is powerful.
Yep.
I like this.
And the altar, at the altar, there's what is interesting about the altar is that aside from the rooms, there is a very sharp end, uh, very sharp end thorn in the center, and there's some blood stains on it.
Oh my.
It looks it wants a sacrifice.
That, or maybe the monster we sensed is plant-like.
Can I do a perception check around like the general area to see if I notice anything else around or like any signs or tracks of a monster of some kind?
Okay, so from you,
Do we go
ahead and
in?
roll perception then.
Okay,
Following
I am
that,
gonna get a bit closer though. I'm gonna get about like right here, I guess. Okay, perception, voila.
following that, I would like to use divine sense as well.
Ooh, that's gonna be a
Divine.
9.
Yeah, you continue to. Okay, how far is the divine sense? 60 feet. Alice, let me measure the diameter.
Here you go. You should be able to see.
Thank you. Yeah. Does it go through the wall or no?
If the door is open, it would go through the door, but it does get stopped if it's total cover.
Right. In that case, you don't sense anything yet.
Okay.
Let me think here. It sounded like it had 4 legs. It ran. We don't see it outright. It's probably a spider on the wall. Or ceiling.
What you do
I
see,
wanted high to ambitious.
While everybody is busy, is there a chance I can make one of my rats touch the thorn?
okay, the rats, you know how animals instinctually know what they're like, they know what's dangerous and what they're just not supposed to do? They run away in fear.
Okay.
Oh
Right
no,
then.
my ratatouille friends.
I mean, they don't run away from you, they just keep their distance from it.
Oh. Guys, I don't think we should touch this.
Yeah. I will go inside to the statue.
Okay? It says...
Aelith will follow, keeping him by
The
feet
angel.
next to him, so she can reach
Yeah.
over.
It says the angel of death, right?
Yep. And it once again it glows in kind of this blue hue as all of you can cast magic, so
Yeah.
even Alok, right? So it start to glow brighter and brighter as all of you surrounds the altar.
Yeah. I would concentrate on the corrupt side in me. Where is the statue? I can't see it.
Well, imagine
I need more light. I need a light source. Thank you. Yeah.
If it's blue, I'll touch it. Ah, okay.
Yeah. I,
Mhm.
with my, I shake my cloak, so still at the moment to not see my left arm, not showing to the others, I would touch the thorn and press my thumb against it. It's my undead arm.
The blood runs down the thorn and it's being soaked into the altar, and the runes start to glow in red one by one. And you are surprised and try to take your hand off the altar, but you can't. It's like your hand is almost stuck onto it, and some kind of this mystical energy surrounds your arm. Could you roll me wisdom saving throw.
Of course.
Okay.
16.
Yeah, you're able to withstand the weight of whatever this thing, the energy that is flowing into you, and you will do for the next spell you cast, you will be able to do max damage for that spell.
Damn.
Hmm.
Dang.
So you're like
Decent.
So like you're supercharged. You're like you see lightning kind of sparks just kind of going out of your eyes, like fingertips.
Does that also go to spell-like ability?
Spell or ability? What do you mean? Spell like ability?
Like a smite that uses my spell power.
Sure.
Of course, I don't have any damaging spells.
Sure.
Except my cantrip. Nice. Alright.
One attack.
One attack.
Seeing the energy kind of going towards him and around, she's going to activate Divine Sense once again when she's now further into the room.
Divine Sense contacts undead, right?
Yeah, and
You actually glow up my eye, my left arm, and probably a few scars on my body. One on my heart and one on my face.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow.
I am. I mean, it's the patron I signed up for. Willingly or unwillingly, we don't know.
She's going to plainly ask you, but you can feel the pike slightly lowering in your general direction. It's not like fully ready to stab at you. She's going to say, before or after this room? Noticing that you would see like the whitish glow. Her kind of divine sense is like almost like snowflakes going out and around her, sensing, and you would see that wrapping around those parts of your body.
Yeah. This. Things, let's say, to take it short, shit happened.
Before or after the room? All I need to know.
Can do it after.
No, I'm saying you have those parts dead before we came into the room, or now
No.
you've touched that.
I had it before.
That's all I needed to know. She'll pull the pike back up.
I'm
She just
not...
want to make sure you weren't like turned or possessed.
No. I am not.
Alice, you sense something. Your peripheral vision with your divine sense, you sense something from your right side. But it quickly.
Were the doors open here?
Yeah, but it quickly disappears into like. But it quickly disappears. Like go out. It like something was within your sight, but it disappears out of your sight.
Do I know if it's I would imagine it's either fiend or undead, but do I know which type?
Undead.
Okay. Then after she gets confirmation from Zach, she will then point her pike over Dimwald towards the open door and say, "Company, past the door. Steal yourselves."
Alright.
We
Going
should
to-
also...
Let me finish description in this room just really quick. So
Yeah, of
beyond
course,
this
loot.
door- so the altar isn't the only thing that there is beyond the altar. You see some overgrowth of aside the little bit of overgrowth that might or might not have been placed there intentionally. You see a gate which is pardon me, there we go.
Oh,
Stands
Double
before
layer
you.
dungeon.
Yeah.
I think for that we probably need the token.
And it says, "Through me is the path of woe." those who have courage enter with the sigil given granted by the king.
Your prediction seems to
I
be
vote
true.
not to go through that gate yet.
Question.
First clear, then move.
Would have Elaine given me anything?
Elaine would have given you. Could you roll me head or coin? Let's test your luck. Head or tails?
I call head.
Okay. It's tails. Sorry.
All right.
Next time.
All right. Is that all?
Between you do share one token.
I should have called show.
There's some. So there's the door just to our south, and then are there some stairs to the northwest?
There is one spiral stairs that leading downwards, that doesn't carry a whip of carrion. It's not exactly, like it's not it doesn't smell fresh, but still like it's better than it smells better than here.
Hey, is this rubble over here?
It looks like there has been a gate here too, but it looks like there has been a collapse, perhaps by purpose or by accident.
Hey, so listen, group. I vote we don't deal with this right now. If you could help me carry some of this rubble here out here so we can block the door, I would like to explore the rest of this place before we deal with that.
I also agree.
I would be in agreement.
We should clean this level before we head further. I also assume that whatever undead creature is lurking behind that path might have the token we need.
That as well. Just roll it, wouldn't it? Help me lift some of this, would you, Zach?
More of the dexterous kind, but sure.
Okay.
What do you want to achieve?
Everybody who wish to make athletics check, go ahead and make athletics. And I have.
I'll simply assist Zach.
Okay, I have party DC, which is going to be
Alright.
pretty damn high. Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Aelith will, instead of assisting with moving, she's going to move down towards the door. She's not gonna go towards entering it, but she will stand 10 feet from it and keep her pike ready in case the carrion decides to attack while everyone's moving. So she's just kind of keeping an eye out to protect them while they move stuff.
Alright. Oh wait, Zach, roll again. I'm giving you advantage.
Alright then. 12! I mean, it's higher!
Yeah. Alright. Is that enough for you to
43.
move a piece for me, Zach?
Okay, so you are able to clear maybe about a third of these rocks. So maybe like these 3 chunks are gone. So you be
Moving
able to
out here.
move you up where? Here?
Yeah, behind the door.
Okay.
I want to block it later so we can just explore the rest without the undead creature coming by.
Yeah, but don't forget there are also 2 rooms we haven't checked yet.
Yes, we'll check that when we come back.
Well, to finish describing, you'll be able to enter this part of the dungeon, but it'll be a very tight fit. Like maybe like one one person at a time. You might even have to duck or crawl.
Oh.
It's not gonna be like just walk inside. It's at least to get into the dungeon. If you are going to make a retreating move, it's not gonna be an easy escape.
Yeah. I would preferably use the regular gate. But
Yeah.
either way, as there is more rubble clear now, these crates, what do they inhabit?
Could you roll me investigation?
I will give advantage.
Of
Oh,
course.
I love supervising.
14.
Okay, they are actually explosives, some sort of lower quality gunpowder.
Hmm. Well, that's a find.
Do we want to use it or in the chest?
I'd rather an undead not have access to gunpowder, so I vote we take it.
Alright. Load yourself up.
Alright, I'm going to bring my pig here to help carry stuff. I also left a green mark there, so we remember that there's an entranceway there. Come on, pig.
Yeah, I
And
think
my
I'm
pig-
confused now as well. What are we doing?
What is confusing? So which one are you trying to get into? So you're trying to block here or here?
Here,
Jump block.
by the pig.
Okay. So Zal, you are in this room with everyone else, right?
I am outside because you told me that the rats don't want to go inside of the room.
They muster enough courage. They go crawl back inside your pocket. They're like, we trust you.
He covers the pockets with his hands, like he like tries to hide the rats to make himself look cool with his hands in his pockets, and he like walks in and he goes, "The cool kids at my school do this." What's happening?
Blocking off the path behind you so we can focus on the monster.
There's a monster behind me.
No, over here.
Oh,
Alice senses
thank
the
God.
presence.
Actually, do you guys just want to block this door off? I mean, I suppose
It probably has the key.
Yeah, I think I'd like to.
And also there's probably more treasure to find.
yeah, but
If we
just
get too
block it
close to
off.
set up the barrier, it might attack us while we're doing it, and then we don't have a weapon in hand.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
yeah.
just go there and deal with it.
Yeah.
We are all many people.
Alright, is everybody up for dealing with this?
It would be.
I'm ready if you wish to use your illusion to at least bait it into this room. I'd rather not fight in a room I don't know the size of.
Very well. Real quick, DM, how many barrels of gunpowder do we have?
You have 2.
2. Alright. I'm going to pick one up for myself to throw at this thing.
Okay.
Just
Your speed is half though.
alright, that works for me. That's like 15.
Okay.
And with that, I will have my illusion go first.
Okay. Your illusion cannot necessarily, like, it's not familiar, so it cannot see things for you.
Yep, I know. I'm just sending it forward.
See if the
I'd
monster
rather
wants a
attack
bite.
the illusion first than the party. Everybody be on guard.
If the illusion is attacked, would it dissipate or not?
Nope, it would just go through, but I can use a reaction, I believe, to make it look natural, so they don't know.
Okay.
Let me
If
see here.
a creature makes physical interaction, they will then reveal itself to be an illusion unless they do an investigation beforehand.
Right.
I
Okay.
believe
So
it can also discern if it does touch it. I believe it can do your action, alter appearance. Walking. Oh, so apparently it still doesn't. Wait. Interaction with illusion reveals it to be an illusion because they can pass through it. Okay, no. So if it interacts with it, it'll know it's an illusion. If it's smart enough.
Yeah.
Well,
So, yep.
you do realize that this room is a lot more humid than the one you just came from, and
Oh my god. Oh, the smells. Oh.
Oh,
the floor
if it
is
smells,
sticky
does your nose?
with blood.
Guys, it smells like blood in here. Oh,
Try
that's
not
awful.
to go too far.
And roll me perception check, please.
Okay. Perception.
So you would see these little things everywhere around you, like by your feet.
These holes?
Yeah,
Okay, just making sure I'm not failing to see something.
and they're much bigger than rat holes. Like
Should be a handout.
Mhm.
it is a handout. Yeah.
Alright. Well, I would like to not step in them. I'm going to tell the rest of them. I'm going to point out to the rest of the party, like, hey, look. I'm just going to start pointing at them. I'm not going to even say anything. I don't want to trigger anything. So I'm going to start pointing at random holes in the ground, hoping they can understand the worry about that.
Yeah. Prepare just necessarily for an ambush.
I'm going to start stepping around them. And I'm going to send my illusion further in. And I'm guessing this is a staircase down?
Yep. Descends.
So, if I understand correctly, the holes are in the wall or on the ground?
On the wall. Lower
Okay.
part of the wall.
Gotcha.
All right.
Do the rats have anything to say about the holes?
They say, don't go, don't go, don't go.
Guys, I don't think we should be going this way.
Don't worry. Worst thing that will happen is we die.
I like my life. Funny
I
enough.
was hoping it there itself out, but it's staying within. And it means it's going to be unfavorable. She just readies your pike.
I guess we're going down the stairs. I'll send my illusion down first.
Okay. What is your four? Alright, Alok. Could you please make me a dexterity savings throw? Or oh, that's good enough. I was going to give you also an option for strength. From one of these holes, a clawed hand reaches out and grabs your ankle, and you're just able to duck. You're able to dodge out of your way from its grasp, and it's clawing around, trying to find you, but it retreats its clawed hand and just slowly, just kind of scratching its gnarled nails, and just goes back inside.
I'll call out to the people behind me and say, watch your feet. Something tried to grab me.
That's more of a reason we shouldn't go into the room.
Time for the head up.
Hey, look, can you move
Wish I
back?
could walk on the wall.
I asked the rats, are these holes interconnected? Like, do they all go to the same place? Or are they all of them their own holes?
They say, big bats, big warrants, hundreds
Okay, so they're connected. That's what you're telling me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so all of them are connected, like all of them are one big pipe. That is true, right?
At least that's what the rats are suggesting.
So if I shot an explosive into one of these holes, that would kill all of them? That's what you're telling me.
You could try. You could certainly try anything.
Or we could smoke.
Yeah.
I don't know. Smoking them out probably wouldn't work.
Anybody
Undead.
got a poison war crime spell?
I
Alok
do,
and
actually.
Dwimold, you also see, because you're holding torches, from down below where the stairs descend into the floor, you see a very slender figure on his like a humanoid like slender figure on his bare skin quickly crawl away
Oh
from
shit,
the
it's the
source
witch.
of life.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
There's a pale-skinned woman down there crawling on all four legs. That's fucked up. I don't handle that. So stay
I can
behind
step
me.
forwards if you're not
Should
willing
I?
to handle it.
Yeah, same for me.
All right. Let's go down. Illusion first.
All right.
Okay. So you bravely take a step forward.
I bravely take a step forward.
Yeah. Oh, it's so nice to play a character who cannot feel fear.
Same here.
You're also immune to the feared condition.
So
I am a robot.
So you descend and ascend to the next level, but the thing is that the next level is so tight, only at max 5 of you would be able to fit. So who is leading the charge?
I
I
guess
would not be as effective in such tightly enclosed areas.
I sure am.
I probably shouldn't go in at all. All my abilities, because I don't really know how to use them properly, they all kinda go kaboom.
Okay, so I assume it's Alice, Jack, Dwimold, and Alok, right?
Yes.
If you require a fifth, I could enter as well. However, I would not be as effective.
I think my magic would be more effective than my knife against this creature. So I think I should stay in the back of the line for this one.
Okay, sounds good.
It'll say, I can take point. Anything that tries to get close, I'll at least have a chance to slow them down.
All right. So back to the map. Behind, so for the three warriors, you arrive to the other side of the spiral stairs, and you see torn dead body pieces everywhere. This place is a butchery, and from beyond the door, you hear this gnawing sound of bones and sinews and muscle.
There we are.
Aelith will, using Polar Master, like, just ready for anything that tries to get within 10 feet to strike at it as a reaction. As she does kind of ready herself, she'll look over to Zach and say, you ever heard the saying? She looks to you, just waiting.
Which saying?
Well, if it's ladies first, that means the man opens the door.
Alright. Beauty first, then. And I step in.
The tool on top of the sarcophagus, the tombstone is he. It's upon
I'm
seeing
stuck.
you, it screeches.
I'm stuck.
Yeah, it screeches. It screeches at you.
Hey there.
And even like you all who four of you I mean three of you who left behind are able to hear this screech, this inhuman screech.
Oof.
Do you require assistance down there?
No, but dear DM, I'm stuck. I can't move.
Oh, okay, so are you trying to go on the other side?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, here. Alright, so upon seeing y'all, this thing is okay, roll initiative.
Yes, we
Everyone
need
or
help.
just those three?
Just those three.
I rolled
turn,
initiative with the torch. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Actually, everyone rolled
I-
initiative.
14 then.
Did it turn to move into like 5 feet with Zach
Everybody
as
rolled
it triggered
initiative.
the combat?
Nice.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Should go through. Just for clarification, Han, did it start initiative charging at Zach, or did it start initiative from where it was standing?
Where it was standing.
Okay, just want to make sure for polearm.
Okay. So
Initiative didn't go up
I
there
think the
first.
ghoul will go
There we go.
first, probably, and then it might be Alec. All right.
Yeah.
So the ghoul throws chucks the bone that the body piece that it has been gnawing on at your face, and surprisingly it retreats into the
Sarcophagus?
Thank you.
If it retreats, would I get an opportunity attack?
Yeah, go ahead and take a swipe.
Thank you very much.
Likewise, if he's already within 10 feet.
25, does it hit?
Yep, it hits. And Alice.
I expend a spell slot to smite for 24 more damage.
All right. 24 more damage. Oh, right.
You said
It's
max
max.
roll.
Yeah, it's max.
Yep.
The ghoul explodes into 1,000 pieces. Boom. Yeah, it's like a cannon fire. Like this entire room is lit up like in a flashbang of holy light, and this all you see after is it's like the meat pieces of this ghoul. That is like this smoldering fire.
36 damage round 1.
Oh lord.
Oh, holy shit. We are level 3, boy. Hey, people.
Yep, there was just one ghoul. So this is the sarcophagus. Man, I might as well just say asparagus. Jeez.
There's berries.
A coffin if it's easier.
Yeah, coffin. That it was trying to get into. That is slightly ajar, and there is a weapon resting behind aside it.
Yeah. See, we found some treasure. What do we have here?
Alok, you would actually. Alok, could you roll me? Where are you? You're not in that room actually. You don't know.
No.
Okay.
Combat is ended, correct? There's no additional enemies?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
Yeah, no more. It was just one poor ghoul that I hyped
Okay,
up.
just want to make sure you're good.
What do you do?
Aleph will motion to Alec to enter alongside Zach as he mentioned the treasure.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'm taking a look at it. And it's a sword, you said? Or a weapon?
Yeah, and Alok actually, you realize that even without rolling like history check, you realize that this is a tomb of your fellow crusader.
Do I know specifically who? Who?
It's just say it belonged to the nobles, the most loyal servant of King Atlas, Sir. Excuse me, where is his name? Sir Neron.
Sir Neron.
Yeah,
Neron.
who served under the Pride Warden
Right.
Dominic.
And I guess I just recognize that it's his sword. Or I just recognize more the
presumably, like,
name.
it's just resting right. Like so it is a tradition. The sword is placed like on top of the coffin,
Uh-huh.
but maybe because of the ghoul, it's been knocked out. Lead is like on the side.
Gotcha. Okay, I guess I'm gonna say this is the tomb of well, oh man, what am I trying to say here? Yeah, I'll let them know
Sure.
that this is kind of like the tomb of one of the soldiers of Albion.
Oh,
Aelith will say,
Dominic's servant.
then preferably not treasure. She'll go actually. The sword's on the ground, correct? For clarification.
Yeah.
She'll take the sword and put it back on top of the coffin where it should have been resting,
Okay.
and say, "Don't want any curses. You've already seemed to fair enough." Looking over to Zach when she makes that comment.
When you touch the sword and try to let go, it's you kind of tilt your head for a bit, like, wait, something's not right. Almost as if like this sword handle has like a magnetic property. It didn't want to, almost for a second, let go. But
As she talks about curses, she touches the item.
Ah,
I just say a weapon is to be used. A legacy has to be continued.
If left, it is continued. But it seems like there's a problem. It does not
What
want
is?
to be left. That she motions to her hand, like she's like holding it, like there's no grip that she's trying to hold, but it's still stuck to her hand.
Huh. Well, the choice was made easy then.
Looks over to Alex, says, your customs, not mine.
Yeah, is this regular?
regular sword.
No, like, is this like, I guess, some like spell that Albions put on their tombs, or does this seem normal to me, or?
The tomb itself seems to be normal. I mean, you could open the coffin and see what's
He means the effect on the sword.
Yeah, the sword.
Oh yeah.
Is what I'm talking about.
You're not sure. You can roll me Arcana.
Okay.
For all you know, he just picked up a magic sword from like as a loot, or maybe this is not magic at all. Who knows?
I don't know what
Well,
this is. Yeah.
I mean, this is a dungeon. It is our duty, more or less, to take what we can to help the country.
If I were,
It was what
if
we
I
signed
were
up
you,
for.
Ella, I would be getting like the Jack's talk, not to get inside, not to meta play
Yeah.
this, but it's like I would think Jack's behavior would be very strange. He's like, he's supposed to be the enemy, but he seems to be very sympathetic to the kingdom's cause.
She herself isn't really, like, her family has their reasons when it comes to like the war and the conflict, but she doesn't really have the same ties and doesn't really hold anyone to those. Like, the reason why she wanted to simply put the sword back so it could rest was more that she wanted to honor the truth that knight lived and died protecting the country. So she didn't want to try to take the weapon or anything like that. So for him to have his truth be different than what he wears, that's exactly who she is.
Okay.
She has her own truth, even though her armor suggests she's loyal to this when that's not her truth. So to her, it's not probably as odd as it is to Alok, who I would imagine be more odd for him to say those things than her.
Well, as honorable as expected. So you leave the coffin alone.
I was trying to before it got stuck to my hand.
Yeah, I would try not to technically disturb the body if there is one in there, but if anything is, I'm pragmatic in that case. I have the goal. You know my goal. I want to help as good as I can.
Okay.
Or sabotage my own people as good as I can.
Right. Thank you.
Depending who you ask.
Your motive, declare your action. What do you do?
I take a look in the sarcophagus. Look if something is valuable, which I could take by not disturbing the body too much.
You open the
And
sarcophagus.
goes into the chest. It was not magical.
And surprisingly, you find this. Inside, it is completely empty, and you see a huge hole, a tunnel even. It's leading further and further downward.
I cannot understand why you all are putting so much stock in the weapons of a deceased. They have no longer any use for their weaponry. One should take what they can.
Yes, but here is a hole.
I presume this
A
is
lot
where
bigger,
we
but-
are undead.
Yeah, and it's probably where the where what was once in the sarcophagus went.
Right, the Wolfwatch can use magic. East, I have a weapon in my hand. I can't get it off, and she starts walking up the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, I shall see what I can do. If I use detect magic on this thing, I would only be able to see that it's magical and not what kind of magic it is, right?
Right.
It tells you what school, if there's a school associated. But it's not the same as identify.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, let me think what I can do spell-wise. Nothing in my arsenal is equipped with removing magic items attached to the user. I can, however, attempt to detect what school of magic it is a part of.
She'll look and say, right. Does that help us remove it?
Perhaps. Can I do an Arcana check to see, like, what I can tell about this sword? Like, okay. I have not gotten a good roll today, so let's hope this works. Come on, Arcana. 17.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
This is the sword of vengeance. So I will give you the stats. What it is.
Okay. I recognize this blade from the data inputted. It is known as the Blade of Vengeance.
Wonderful. Do you have in your database how to remove this vengeance from oneself?
Let me give it a quick look. One moment. Searching. 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 You have been cursed by the Sword of Vengeance. It is attuned to you and is unwilling to be removed by you. Or rather, you are unwilling, either physically, it seems in this scenario, are unwilling to part with it. The usual methods of breaking the curse are the curse of this attunement can be broken in the usual methods, alternatively by using banishment on the sword, which shall force the vengeful spirit to leave it. Upon doing so, it shall become a regular magic blade. For the current moment, banishment is beyond the powers I am capable of attuning to from the Evercree. I recommend using this blade only and keeping your sanity through wisdom.
Wonderful. She will, go up. She'll probably go up to the main room at this point, while everyone else is doing their things.
Do I know the
Yeah.
usual way to break a curse?
Remove curse, probably.
Curse.
Sorry.
Dispel magic if it's not strong enough curse, maybe. And all type of different method. Yeah. Go ahead and comment away.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
So, I think we should leave the hole for the moment alone. Yeah, let's go also back
Yeah.
upstairs.
I agree,
Yeah,
but
agreed.
first, I feel we should maybe, close the coffin and put a rock on it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's take one of the rocks up there and put it on it.
Hang on. Let's attach a rope to my pig and we'll have her carry the rock.
All right. That is
If
easily done.
If the ghoul is still alive, would it not have used the hole to escape and currently be around this dungeon?
Based on that explosion I heard, I assume there's no more ghoul. But there might be more.
Yeah.
So wait, should I send what the weapon? Should I send the Sword of Vengeance to Trying to remember your name. Should I send the Sword of Vengeance to Aelith? Since I did explain what the sword does.
It's in the roll 20, and he has it on Discord. So I
Gotcha.
have the
Okay,
information for it. You're good.
gotcha.
Alright. So I'm gonna assume we just put a rock on the coffin and we leave it.
Yeah, that's plated coffin only. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome.
I
It's Captain
You were
Lee
planning
Perry.
for us to go down the hole, weren't you?
no, I'm reading someone's message, and I'm trying to.
Oh, gotcha. You sounded frustrated, so for a second I was
Yeah.
like, we missed the plot hook, didn't we?
Group 1 decided to go down, like, with no agitation, so I was actually surprised by that.
They've been through this dungeon?
Actually, yeah, let's say it is a prologue. Whoever wants to take it, let's say let's say it's like, let's say it's a pipe, another pipe.
This is a pike of vengeance?
Sure, why not? It could be.
I would say I don't know by doing it that way. She was just going to ask the spirit.
but the spirit isn't like. Okay,
Responsive.
you can
Yeah,
attempt
it's-
to
it- it's-
communicate. Roll religion.
Yeah,
Roll religion.
sure. Because it is possessed by a vengeful spirit, so she's hoping that she can pray to switch it to the pole arm.
Or
Not really worried as much about the curse part of it, but simply she just doesn't want it to be on the sword. It just wants it on a pole arm that she can use.
I get it. So roll.
So, I'm getting there. 1 second, let me see. There we go. Oh god, that's not good. The religious character with no religion. Oh no.
Yeah, your faith is weak.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Yeah, I mean it's
That's
decent. It's
interesting.
decent. So I would say the blade handle stretches about like another inch, but that's it. It's like neither polearm or it's kind of it becomes like a weird hybrid.
It's a sword spear.
Yeah, it's a sword staff or sword spear now.
Halberd.
Wait. There's something I need. There's something I must do in a scenario like this. Give me 1 second, please. There's something I need to do.
Bardisha.
Okay, so
Alright.
where do you proceed?
This door is technically locked off by
Blocked-
rocks.
Yeah, no, that is
Yeah.
accessible. You can go down there if you want.
Yeah, I would ask the party if we could go down there.
Congratulations, this is your theme song now.
oh, the nameless
Nameless
king.
king.
Hey
Yep.
guys, I'm really sorry for right now. The game does start at 4 a.m. my time, and it's not getting
Yeah, we
late.
are-
It's getting early.
We are 35 past.
Yeah.
Because I think we're
Ooh.
normally set for 3 hours.
And I woke
We
up
can-
yesterday at like the same time the game started, and
Oh.
I am gonna head off right now.
All right.
Okay.
We can leave
cool.
it here.
All right.
Yeah. we
Uh,
can-
Yeah.
Because I
Good
was
night, then.
already to have to have it. So.
Yeah, it's getting a bit of a while.
Ah, right. 12 o'clock, not 1 a.m. I had it
I
backwards.
also should make some breakfast now.
Good luck.
I am at 6 a.m. right now. I also wouldn't mind if anyone is okay with it. Maybe start even a few hours later.
Oh.
Sure, I'd be okay with it.
I can do a
what do
few
you mean?
hours later.
Like, few hours later, as in like continue the game.
No, start the game a few hours later if that is possible.
Okay. I think we have to.
if that's okay with everyone.
Instead of
Yeah, no,
9
that
PM
would work for
EST,
me.
like 10 or 11 PM EST is what you're
I
saying?
mean, for me to stand up at 5 a.m. is better than to stand up on like 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. to get to the game.
Ah,
Yeah.
As that would normally be the times I stand up.
I'm okay
Sure,
with
that would
2
work for
hours
me if
later.
it works for you guys.
Yeah, we can try that.
Alright, yep.
Alright, so are we gonna end it off here?
Yeah.
Alright.
So what,
Yeah.
what time next what time next week then for the
So-
change?
So,
we start for?
so EST 11 then 2 hours later, 11 p.m. EST, and that'll be 1 p.m. GMT plus 9, which is where I am. 2 hours
Okay.
later than the start time.
Okay, sure. Thanks.
Perfect.
Thanks for running, Han. This was fun.
No.
Yeah, this is actually
I
more fun
actually
than normal.
apologize. My head wasn't quite in the game today. I wish I could have done.
Usually, I realized you stumbled a bit more than we normally when you talk.
Yeah.
But that's
You did
fine.
great though.
Thank you for
Yeah,
the fun
you
game.
still did fine.
was
You still
fun.
did fine. Thanks for running.
You guys
And
later.
I like the cast.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I forgot to say. Since the sword only goes a little bit longer instead of turning into a polearm, she'll say, "Fine, then you'll never see the light of day." She'll push the sword on her hand onto her chest, going down to her waist, so it stays on her waist,
Oh, no.
and she'll go back to using her polearm at disadvantage. She will
Ah.
purposely accept disadvantage, then use the sword because it does. She
Dang.
tried to compel it. She's like, "You can get all your inventions. I don't care if you're cursed, but go into this polearm. And we're fine." It's like, "Nah, I don't feel like it." It's like, "Okay, you'll never see the light of day. I'll use disadvantage
Yeah,
attacks."
maybe we'll obey you. Someday, yeah.
Yeah, once it learns, it's not a curse; it's a learning exercise.
Yeah.
Train your curses to behave like
Train
you
your-
want.
Yeah. Amazing role play by
Uh.
everyone. I enjoyed this immensely.
Thank you, thank
Yeah.
you.
Very cool,
Yeah.
everybody.
I cannot wait till East, or if East's creator is ever going to be released. I would love to see how you would handle his voice, since it's quite high pitched with quite an inflection of the tone.
Oh, I will try my best.
If you do want, I could try to voice him for you if you want, so it could be at ease for your throat.
I mean, same goes if we should meet Ben,
Right.
because he has a voice like that, which is not easy for everyone's throat to do. I can do that all day long.
Should we meet who?
Ben.
Bam.
Ben. Not Ben.
Oh,
I mean, I don't mind if you call him Ben.
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
Or Ban, if we stay with English names.
No, that makes sense.
I mean, the name of his wife is easy, Mitsu.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get going, so I will see you guys
Like I s-
next week.